Hey, you guys, it is William calling from Wiwibloggs. Bernardo!
Hello, William!
We are hashtag United by Music.
In Benidorm.
Absolutely. We are in Spain at Benidorm Fest, but the slogan and logo have been released, so we have to talk about it. Are you ready?
Let's do this!
United by Music is the slogan. The United Kingdom is, of course, hosting Eurovision 2023 on behalf of Ukraine. So I think that this slogan actually makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
It nods to the unity of Europe at a time Ukraine is under attack from Russia enduring this awful war. But at the same time, you can read it more generically, and you could read it non-politically as music brings people together. What are your thoughts on the slogan?
I think it's kind of perfect, to be honest with you. I think that there's really no other way they could go with this one. And they've ticked all the boxes. The fact that it's generic enough for people not to interpret it as political. Yeah. But for the people that want, and in my personal opinion, should interpret this as a political statement, they're happy as well with this. This is and the video released by the BBC, I don't know if we're going to be able to share it with you, but it's available if you want to see it. Strikes a political note.
Yeah.
The one that the baton is a weapon. The baton is a weapon, and music can be a weapon in so many good ways. I mean, not just uniting people, but the fact that because of this invasion, Ukrainian culture is at risk. The fact that the UK is hosting it on behalf of Ukraine and showcasing Ukrainian culture through the slogan, through the logo, and all other elements that are going to be part of the Eurovision Song Contest, I think it's beautiful, and it's a ode to Ukraine and their culture to try and at least give them a little bit of happiness in the middle of such horror, really.
Yeah, and if we look at how United by Music was presented, it was on a blue banner in yellow text. This is clearly the neon version of the Ukrainian flag, in a way, right? It's like we're taking the Ukrainian colors and amping them up, restoring the brightness, which again, it feeds into this greater theme of European unity and hosting the show on behalf of Ukraine. But this whole analogy continues actually in the logo. If you look in the logo, you've got a million hearts, an infinite series of hearts, which represent each individual Eurovision fan, viewer, European citizen. One heart impacts the next. There's a kinetic effect, you know?
And it looks beautiful in motion. I wasn't the biggest fan when I saw it on print, the logo on print, but then when I saw it in movement at the allocation draw, I was like, well,
beautiful.
Maybe it works. Maybe it works.
Yeah, it nods to the psychedelic British style of the 60s. You know, it's like very Austin Powers, very London 2012 Olympics as well, the fuchsia neon.
Yeah.
There's a very British design feature going on here. But we should also point out that it was a collaboration between a United Kingdom creative agency and a Ukrainian creative agency. So again, building bridges.
Blends beautifully, to be honest with you.
Well, there's UK in Ukraine, you know? It's so perfect on so many levels.
Yeah. And I think paired together, the logo and the slogan are, to be honest, are just perfect. Maybe it's cheesy, but all slogans are cheesy. I mean,
Dare to dream, feel your heartbeat,
come together, all aboard.
Fire, we are one.
All of them.
Share the moment.
Light your fire.
But you know what? This actually works.
This actually works because of the situation we're in.
It nods to the zeitgeist, and to do that without being so overtly political, it's a fine balancing act, and they've done it. They've managed to do it.
Yes.
I want to read a quote. This is how the EBU-run Eurovision website described it. The colorful ECG electrocardiogram effect produces a string of hearts, each one responsive to rhythm and sound, to illustrate the collective beating heart of all Eurovision contestants and viewers alike. We are all united by music, and the typeface used is called Penny Lane, inspired by the 20th century cast iron signs displaying Liverpool street names and a nod to the city's rich musical heritage. On the font, I gotta be real. The first time I saw this, I thought the font was ugly. I was like, it's just a little basic. But when I see it up close, it looks good. From a distance, I don't like it.
It doesn't look good on a banner, though.
No, it doesn't.
But when you see it on social media, it's like, okay, there's something here.
I think really this font is for close viewing. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't have to always work on a billboard. So we discussed the two creative agencies. This is Superunion's executive creative directors talking about the design. We are thrilled to create the 67th Eurovision Song Contest visual identity in partnership with Ukrainian agency Starlight and the BBC for this year's theme, United by Music. Our solution was inspired by research showing that when experiencing live music together, human hearts synchronize to beat in unison. The insight led to the creative concept of 160 million hearts beating as one, an idea that captures the universal spirit of Eurovision.
So important, really, and so well thought. I mean, it may be cheesy in some ways, but at the same time, it's the truth. It's the truth. Music binds us all together, regardless of like genre, or if you like more a pop song, or language. Music unites us all, and the fact that in the last few years you got like a rock song winning Eurovision. You had Salvador that sang a beautiful ballad in Portuguese, might I say. And you had Loreen, even in 2012, Loreen with her Swedish pop.
And
whatever.
you know what? You don't have to win to communicate. Soda.
No, but in all seriousness, I think in the cheesiness, there's truth. Yeah. And this is one of those cases.
Absolutely, but let's hear from the Ukrainian agency. This is Olena Martinova, CEO of Starlight Creative. Creativity and music both have the power to unite and inspire. We are so proud to be part of the creative concept for such an important musical event when more than ever we need to come together as a global community. For Starlight, it's an opportunity to represent Ukraine on an international stage, showcase our creative and musical ability, and create something that honors our strength and the power of unity.
It's really beautiful that they were able to, in this situation, the current situation in Ukraine, they were able to get an Ukrainian company to actually function.
Yeah. I mean, these are difficult times.
These are difficult times. And for them to get out of their houses and just go to a studio and
it's the perseverance,
push through. It's the perseverance, really, that is quite inspiring here.
And that's why it's so important that Ukraine is participating in the staging of this, right? Because it reminds the world we were here before all this, and we're going to be here after the war as well, because our culture will thrive, etc., etc. Yeah, it's really emotional. I think this is going to be a great addition. It's going to be a great addition.
The BBC are going to put it all out there. And you guys might win in the near future again.
I don't know. You know, the whole host country curse. I wonder if that won't apply this year because of the unique situation. Do you know what I mean?
Could you believe if the UK wins?
If they send Rina Sawayama, girl, consider it done. If Rina Sawayama, I know she's not singing Frankenstein. I get that. But they didn't say she wasn't singing something else. So,
exactly.
And y'all can quote the Radio Times all you want. We still don't have confirmation it's not Rina Sawayama. So I'm going to sit here praying to the gods of Rina Sawayama, until kingdom come. All right. Well, that's what we think.
What do you think?
Do you love the Eurovision 2023 logo and slogan? And what about Rina Sawayama? Should she sing for the UK? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs.
Don't forget to drop a comment and put the like on this video and subscribe to all our social media platforms. We're on TikTok. Do not forget. It's very important. We're there to follow us.
More important than ever. And we'll see you later.
Bye.